It has been a week since Monday. We have been trying to connect people. So today we will not be doing the connection. We will just try to see what the market is giving us. Actually, for me, to be honest, I've not even been able to trade. That's crazy. I've not even been able to trade. Reason being, I've been up and down for this connection for each and everyone. So So in the first place, I always want to come to my Forex book, my FX book, and check the news today. We check at the economic calendar. We see today. So we saw this week we don't have a high impact news, a lot of high impact news. So what is this? While we were checking last time, I didn't see this, or has it just okay? So today we have some news. Today we have some news at around 3:30. Around 3:30. Also come at Forex Factory. Jobless claims, and building permits, housing start. So just want to screenshot this. I don't know why it's not. Is it taking so long? Today is on 21st of May. Hey, days are running. Days are running. So let's continue. Let's continue from there. So for those who always check on the Forex Factory, you can come on the Forex Factory and check from calendar. And let's see when is today. Today's on Thursday or Wednesday. I don't even know. Thursday. Days on Thursday. So on Thursday we have so on Forex Factory it's kind of different. I don't understand why, but So here are the so let's just wait. Let's just wait. Just keep in mind that anything might happen on that during that 3:30. So let's go back to our charts. So now here at our charts today on 4 hours time frame, we start by looking at our highs and lows. We have this low here. This connection has even made me like I even don't understand. We have that high. This high has just been created now. We have this high here. So as for now, the price is in between this high and this low. So as we mark our other low, this will be our other low. This will be our low, our next low. So as for now, we look in between this area, in between this area. So we also have to look at zones our point of interest. So come and mark that one, yeah, and also mark our point of interest at that area. So the first thing you should understand is these are the main points on higher time frames, but don't concentrate too much on these zones. These are just to help you what if the market comes to this area, but for now just concentrate in between these zones, in between here, and let me show you in between around that area. Concentrate in between around that area. So in between, so we go back to 1 hour, but for me I will just come here, and this zone I will refine it a bit. So I will take it here from there to here. So I come back to 1 hour. I come back to the current zone. For this zone up here, I will refine it to that zone, around that zone. Then I go back to these areas. Then at this area, this on 1 hour. So remember those are the zones on higher time frames. But these now we have to understand that you have to keep refining your zones. You have to keep refining your zones. So in below here, in between 1 hour time frame, You have to understand that the market has to play in between these areas. So we can see at the moment the market is on a, it's going down. So what do we expect? We expect this market to come to this area, to this order block, and respect this order block. How about if it breaks to the downside? Remember, this order block is meant to, it's like a support, it's just like a support area, then pushes back. The price might decide it will not push back, it might continue going down. It might come and respect this other zone and then pull back. But what if it does not respect that? It will continue going down. So let me just remove this. So that is just a simple explanation on what you should be expecting. Just expect anything from the market. Just expect anything from the market. So at this point, at this area, we are expecting the market to come at that area, at this area, and then we go back to 15 minutes or 30 minutes. So on that 15 minutes, on 15 minutes, we have, you can see this imbalance here, it has not been filled. All this imbalance has not been filled. So what do you do in such a scenario? So in such a scenario, what do? You just wait for this market to come and fill this imbalance around here. This imbalance around here. So if for this market, for me, I will just refine this order block to that the last bearish candle. That is what I would do. I will define that zone to the last bearish candle. You can also draw it to that, to those two candles or those three candles. So the first thing you have to understand is we have an imbalance around this area. After we have this imbalance must be filled first for the market to decide either to keep going up or keep going down. So until this imbalance is filled, that's the time we'll be looking for maybe down. We'll be looking for maybe a break of continuity, or we'll be looking for a retracement. Is what I mean. It might come to this point and then retrace at that point. Remember, overall we are bearish, so it may retrace at that point, then keep pushing down. So there is another strategy I showed you guys on a triangle. So I can draw my triangles here. So on 1 hour, let me see on 1 hour. So on 1 hour, I can come and draw that trend line like that, and draw that trend line like that. So if this market comes and respects this zone and comes and breaks to the upside, we will continue going up. If it doesn't do that, it will come and break and give us a continuity of a break, a bearish move. So what do I mean here? I mean this market will come and try to respect this order block and maybe give us a break of this trend line. If it closes below this trend line, we will continue going down. If it doesn't, we wait for the break of either the upper trend line or the down trend line. Up to that point, I go back to 15 minutes. I go back to 15 minutes and wait for at this moment on 15 minutes I can just say we have a break of structure around this area, because on 15 minutes we had this trend line that way, and then it broke, it changed character at this area. So we still not having a break of structure at this level. So unless we have a break of structure, something like this, remember this market has done this, then changed character. So we can be waiting for a break of structure, maybe that way. But remember, overall, we are on a bearish move, so it might be hard for us to keep going up. If this market was to be going up, this is what could have happened. It could have not gone back to this area. It could have created a break of structure around that area, then continue breaking up. But this time we can see the buyers were not able to keep pushing up. So what do we expect? We expect for a continuity on a downtrend. We expect this market to break these lows. So let me remove all these dirty things. So if this market comes and breaks, if it comes and breaks this zone and finally breaks this low, I will be sure that we are continuing with a downtrend. Remember, on 4 hours, not even on 4 hours, even on daily time frame, we are on a bearish move. You can see we have a bearish move at that 4 hours time frame. This is our trend line on 4 hours. This is our trend line on 4 hours. So I just expect for this market to give us something to do with we are targeting these lows here, this zone. Remember, this is on 4 hours, but always have a confirmation while you are getting into those cells. Remember, you have the scanners. It will help you understand where the entry point is. For instance, in a case like this, you can go onto your 15 minutes or 3 minutes or 5 minutes and wait for your cells around that area. Let me go back to Heikanshi and then go back to 15 minutes, for instance, and then I put on my scanner, my kill shot scanner. So you can see it has already given me a sell. So on 30 minutes, let me see on 30 minutes. Nice one. It has already given me a sell position on 30 minutes. So because I had already entered a sell position, I will keep holding this sell position until this zone. Remember, this zone we have drawn it on as our recent low. We have our previous low, like this was last week's low. This let me go back to 1 or 4 hours or 1 hour. We see which day was this. When was this? This was on Friday, March 2026. No, yeah, 2026, 2023. So that was 2 weeks ago. So yeah, so this was, let's say, last month's low. So we are targeting our last month's low. So if you go back to 15 minutes and draw your fib from, let me put off this, and draw your Fibonacci from this area, from that area to this one. So you can see the same point that I have marked is the same point that where the golden zone is lying. You can see at that area. So at the 78%, you can see where the 78% is. It's around this area. It's around this area. So you can just wait for the market to come at this area and then buy from there. But these buys will not be a long-term buys. You can scalp from these 78%. So if you get a buy from that area, you can target a 1:2. So let's say you get a buy from that area 78%, just put your stop loss around there and target a 1:2. Just that one. Just that 1:2. Because if you come back and draw after this after this market after this market has come to this area, it will come and try to retrace. It will come and try to retrace. It will come and try to retrace. So at that point, if you draw your Fibonacci from there to there, you will find you also have your 50% around this area. So you can just target a 1:2. Just a 1:2 is okay. And if the market allows you to keep going up, you'll be in a good position too. But for now, I would advise you just look for sales. Look for more sales as possible as you can. Look for sales, look for sales. As a buy, it's just for those who want to scalp. For those who want to scalp, just look for buys at around this area. Around these areas. Okay. I think in that simple analysis, I have nothing much to say. For anyone who has a question, can forward the question. The reason why I'm keeping short and brief, just because we have a lot of traffic that people want to be assisted on the other side. So I can't just stay here 2 hours or maybe longer than this, because I also want to keep assisting guys on the other end. So anyone who has a question can drop a question and we see how I can help. Does anyone has a question? Thanks for now the analysis. Thanks, Isma. Keep up, Isma. I love the work that you're doing. So guys, allow me to go and assist other people on the other side. I know we'll get in touch. Thank you guys. Have a great day.